Hey everybody, Dan here with Pain Free You. As you can see, I'm home. The cottage was cold, there was smoke up there, and it's starting to clear, but I had some things to do back home. So home for a day, be going back tomorrow night. So today we want to talk about this concept of positive thinking and what I think is better, which is accurate thinking. All right, so positive thinking versus accurate thinking. It finally feels okay to be out here. Every breath is not full of smoke. Starting to see some blue in the skies, not this haze that covers the entire skyline. Let's relax. Let your body get loose so that your breathing can take a normal, natural pace. We do that because your brain interprets a relaxed body comfortably breathing as a safe body. So it's just a real nice, subtle way of speaking directly to your subconscious brain, which is controlling everything. All right, so positive thinking versus accurate thinking. All right. So you've all heard the suggestions. Oh, think positively. Oh, just think positively. Everything's going to work out. And I guess there's some value in that, right? Think positively. And that kind of mimics some of the things I talk about, like expect the best, right? Think positively, expect the best. But I think positive thinking alone only gets you so far, right? And in my opinion, what's more appropriate and important on this recovery from fear, recovery from perceived danger, pain, is not just positive thinking. Because let's say you think your body's messed up, thinking positively, what's that going to do for you? You know? But accurate thinking that says, well, let me understand how this system called the human body works. Let me understand what causes symptoms. Okay, so perceived danger is what turns on the alarm signal, right? So now that I understand how the system works and that's what's going on, then I can think accurately and say, well, does this apply to me? And as I've said countless times, do the assessments. Go to the Getting Started page on my website, painfreeyou.com/start. And this will allow you to think accurately because it will allow you to assess your situation to see if your symptoms are behaving like they're being created in the brain or due to some structural physical challenge. So if you think your body's broken, thinking positively is not going to get you far because you're going to go, well, everything's going to be all right. Your subconscious is going, but we got a jacked up back. We've got a messed up nerve. We've got a pudendal this or a, trigeminal that or a gastrointestinal problem. Think positively. What's that going to do for me if my body's messed up? So getting to the root of what's going on and understanding that perceived danger is what creates the pain. Now look, in some cases, the perception of danger is accurate. I've mentioned it before. My ex-wife broke her ankle running through the woods. Literally heard when she rolled her ankle tripping over a tree root. Okay, perceived danger, very high. Symptoms, very high. Actual danger, okay? So the cool part of this story is she gets to the emergency room, gets it x-rayed. Yep, here's a clean break. It'll heal fine. We're going to stabilize it with one of these, walking boots, and we're going to give you a pair of crutches. So stay on the crutches for about 4 to 5 weeks. Use the boot for 7 to 8 weeks, and you'll be running in 10. This will be no problem. So the cool part of this story is the perception of danger in the woods was super high and the pain was super high. Once she got the diagnosis, realized, okay, it's a clean break, it'll heal. Within 2 days, she said 90% of the pain was gone. So the cool part is the pain was gone, or most of it was gone, because her brain said, she's safe. She's safe. She's got the boot on. She's not going to use, she's not going to run around barefoot. And she's got the crutches. the perception of danger had lowered considerably, and so did the pain. So in the case of being out in the middle of the woods, she broke her ankle. Would positive thinking done much? Oh, think positively, you'll be fine. Could she have kept on running? No. Not at all. Accurate thinking was, I just hurt myself. I just heard the snap of the bone, the tibia near the ankle. Accurate thinking is what got her to the doctor, to the emergency room, to get the boot, to get the crutches, to get the proper assessment, and therefore lowered the perception of danger, so she got out of pain. Now in the case of TMS, perceived danger pain, in most cases there is no actual danger. We have the perception of danger, but it's a misperception, it's a misunderstanding. A highly vigilant brain cranks up the volume on the nervous system, so the nervous system interprets or misinterprets or misunderstands normal sensations from the body, believes they're dangerous, and turns on the danger signal, which is quite often pain. So in that scenario, is thinking positively going to help you? Oh, it'll be okay. It'll be okay. No, you actually need the accurate thinking too. But you got to go back to square one. What causes pain? Does it apply to me? Is there a solution? There absolutely is. You're watching, me deliver that solution every day of the week for over 4 years. But there's a solution, and the key is you're capable of implementing it. You're not too anxious, you're not too scared, the pain hasn't been around too long, it's not too intense. You don't have too much health anxiety. Most people going through this have all those things. Anxiety, fear, health anxiety, worry, all sorts of stuff that lends them to get this type of a pain syndrome anyway. So accurately, what causes it, that it applies to you, and that you're capable of doing this. So now that accurate knowledge is a really, really useful tool to dial down what? The perceived danger. Because I know what it is. I got this foundation laid that's really solid that says, I don't need to be afraid because I understand what's going on. I've laid the foundation. So when you've laid that foundation, you understand what's going on, and you have the accurate knowledge that you're really not broken, guess what happens to the perceived danger? It settles down. And like my ex-wife, so can the pain. When the perceived danger comes down and the brain feels safe, it turns down and in many cases off the symptoms or the pains. So positive thinking isn't good enough. Accurate thinking is really the starting point. Now, once you have the accurate knowledge, then you can apply a little bit of icing on the top of the cake that goes, yeah, now think positively, expect the best, trust that this is temporary. But the foundation is the accurate thinking, right? Without the accurate thinking, without the foundation, if you still believe you're broken, or there's this wrong with you, that wrong with you, or this happened, without the foundation, it's going to be really tough for you to dial down the perception of danger. It's going to be tough to dial down the fear. And so, I think the accurate thinking is more important than positive thinking. But once you've got the accurate thinking down, yeah, wonderful. Think positively. I can do this. I've got this. I'm not concerned because I'm not broken in the first place. Get that message from here intellectually. A lot of people understand that, but they don't let it sink in. It doesn't become wisdom. So I hope this makes sense. Build the foundation with accurate thinking as to what's going on, the fact there's a cure, the fact that you're capable of it. And then once you've got that foundation, then expect the best, which in other words is think positively. Because once you know that you're really not broken, it's just a matter of teaching this scared, misinformed, fearful brain that you're actually okay. So it's not just possible to get better. When you implement these proven concepts, it's probable that you'll get better. So I hope this makes sense, everybody. I'm going to wrap this one up. And love you all, and we will see you tomorrow. Take care.